Hey everybody, welcome to Hilltop Machine Works. Well, hey everybody, it's Tom here. We are back in the shop for a little easy project and short video for you guys. But first off, I want to say, thanks to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you finding my channel. I appreciate you hitting that red subscribe button down there. And the channel is growing. That's awesome. Thanks to you guys. I really appreciate it. And thanks for the comments. I love chatting with you guys. So, tell your friends. We're close to 1,000 subscribers. We're getting up there. I think we're almost at 900 by the time this video posts. So that's killer. 1K is right around the corner. I can't wait to hit that milestone. So, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button for me, please. It doesn't cost you one wooden nickel. Totally free. So let me turn the camera around and show you what this project's all about. Okay, so what you guys are looking at is some brass stock. I think I showed it at one of my mail calls. But what I want to do is I want to make some fancy business card holders. And I'm going to make it out of this brass stock. I want to make one for myself, probably one for my wife, a friend or two, and then I'll have a couple for sale also. So if you guys are interested, send me an email and I'll get them out to you. I think the price point is going to be about $20 shipped. Unfortunately brass is not cheap, but it will be a nice product. So follow along and we'll get this little thing going here. So let me kind of give you a plan of attack. So you got your business card. The plan is I want them to sit in the hex stock. Basically what I want to do is mill a flat out and have the business card sit into that flat. And then these are going to be basically, I don't know, the runners, if you want to say so to speak. So it would sit down, like this. Obviously they're not going to be this long, but your business card would sit in here. And what we'll do is we'll use a ball end mill and we'll mill the two slots out to sit onto the round runners or support legs, whatever we should name it. And I am going to send these out to Randy Richard, and he's going to custom engrave them for me. So I'll have Hilltop Machine Works on it, and I'll have a serial number and all that good stuff. So nice little finishing touches to make it, killer. So I've got them marked out. This is a 12-inch bar. It's just under 12 inches. So, the measurements aren't critical, but I like, all of them to look somewhat uniform. So I think what I'm going to do is put them in the lathe first, and we'll go ahead and run I got a really thin blade grooving tool, and I'll hit my lines here. It's not deep enough to act as a parting tool, but it'll get us close, and then I can probably finish off either with a hacksaw or take it to the bandsaw. And that way we can get 6 of these out of the hex bar. And then what we'll do is we'll cut these down. I think I want 2 inches each. So, that way I can get basically 6. And, we're going to polish these up real nice. Of course, we'll break all the edges, make them look pretty, and all that good stuff. So that's what the project's going to be. Nice, fancy brass business card holders. So follow along. Let's head over to the lathe. So got it all chucked up, got it in the 5C collet, and got my carriage locked, got it on the money as close as I can. And the reason why I'm splitting hairs here is because this is, just a smidgen under 12 inches. I wish it was actually about 12.5 inches. That would give me, an extra material that would get lost in the width of the saw blades and the cuts. But, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and at least get this thing marked. As you can see, this is just a grooving tool for like O-rings and stuff. Won't go in very deep, but I can get a good line in there for the bandsaw cut. So let's go ahead and get it marked here. Not sure what RPMs I'm running. Let me see here. A little slow. Let's speed it up. A little better. Go in till the blade almost bottoms out, which is there. So, all right. So now we got us a nice good mark to cut that thing over on. I think I'm gonna take this on the do-wall. We'll do it on the vertical bandsaw. So let me get this moved out and get the other one done. Like I said, just rinse and repeat. We'll get them all 6 marked, and I'll take you guys over to the do-wall, and then we'll just slice them. Get you a little bandsaw action. I already started kind of cutting it. I forgot, hey, I need the camera. But so far working out just fine with the grooving tool. Give me a good line. So I won't be wasting very much material when I go over to face these ends and clean them up. There you go. Sweet. Let me get this one done and these, and then meet you over back at the lathe. Got it all chucked up, so now we'll go ahead and clean the face up and get a nice little radius, blend it in, and then just polish it. I already did this one side, just flipped it over. Just show you the quick operation, and then I'll have to do 5 more. Automatic feeding cross side, so we get a nice clean surface here. I got just a smidgen of a tip right there in the center. I guess my tool is not 100% on right. To adjust it up or down. Now I got this radius tool here. Let's get a nice little radius on it. See what that looks like. Smidgen more. There you go, good, I like that. Alright, polish it up a little bit with some gray. And then we'll take it over to the buffer and put some compound on it, get it looking nice. then we'll package them up, send them out to Randy, and he can engrave them for me, and when I come back, we'll mill the slot, and then use an end mill and get the two bottoms cut in there with a nice radius for it to sit perfect on those round stock leg supports. Alright, doesn't look too bad. Try to get those handling marks out. So I will do the other 5 off camera, and I'll bring you guys back. Just got my package back from Randy Richard. So the engraving is done. Thank you, Randy. You did an awesome job. So what we got going on, hopefully you can see this, it's not washed out. So I got Hilltop Machine Works there, USA, serial number 19, because this is obviously 2019, and this would be 001. And then it continues on up to 006. So pretty cool. Thank you, Randy. So now what we need to do is take the brass stock over to the Inco, and we'll just part off 2 inches each, and then we're going to radius the ends to whatever shape I decide looks good. You know, do a little bit of polish on the lathe, and after that then we'll have to take it over to the mill and do some milling action. I've got a nice assortment of dowel pins, so we'll use these little boogers right here, and they will attach. So what we'll do is we'll take a ball end mill and just run it through, and then we're going to drill and ream a hole, a little bit of Loctite, that'll go in. This will go in on here. Well, hope you're in frame. Going in there, and then we're good to go. And then lastly, we'll give it all polish before we assemble it. And I picked up this black lacquer stick. This is a recommendation from Patrick over there at Active Atom. Thanks for the little tip there, Patrick. So what we'll do is we'll darken all the letters and numbers so you can see it real good. And we'll put them all together, and we'll have some cool business. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll have to mill the top for the business cards. Can't forget that. That's the most important part. So let's get over to the Inco, and we'll go ahead and get these done. So I started thinking about it, and I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and just face this, get rid of the saw cut, and then we'll polish it, and we'll just cut these in little 2-inch sections instead of rounding off the ends. We'll do that later. I think it'd be easier thinking about it while we're over at the mill to have a better work holder or holding, because I'm not sure how I want to grab it yet over there. So that way I don't have to worry about round ends, don't have to deal with that if I ended up holding it this way in the chuck to drill holes. So let's just go ahead and get started, but I figured I'd let you guys know that. A little change of plans. Don't want to take much off because this is just barely 12 inches. Another thou or two. So hit a little bit of grading right now. Since we got it chucked up. And let me see if you guys, hopefully you can see that. So how I'm going to have to cut it. Had to take into account the thickness of the blade. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, zero everything. And need to go 1 inch. Let's see, 957. Just wanted to double check my math. So we're good. Let's go ahead and get this thing parted off. See if these RPMs are going to be all right. Not worried about this edge right now. We're going to come back and clean them up anyways. Let's go ahead and get them to length. So I think my tool might not be on center. Cause now I got me a nib. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut all these. They're gonna be 1 inch, 957 thou, just under 2 inches. And then, like I said, I'll put them back in and we'll go ahead and at least cut these nubs off and get everything cleaned up. So they're all done, but you know, it's not always puppy dogs and ice cream in the shop. So the numbers are pretty good, but they're all a few thou large, which isn't that big a deal until you get to the last piece, and then that adds up, and so next thing you know, the last piece is like, you know, 50, 60 thou short. So that kind of sucks. And this was the last of the 3/4 round 360 brass I had. So I just got online and ordered me another 12-inch piece of stock. So we're kind of dead in the water right now on these. So I have to wait till that comes in. So I think the plan of attack now is we'll go ahead and mill the top slot in the basically body of the holders. Let me grab cards, so and then you know you got your business card that's going to go in the slot. Not sure how deep we're going to have to go to be able to hold the cards. We'll just have to mill a little bit, mill a little bit until we get the depth that we need. So let me get this set up in the vise over there, and we'll get to some milling action. So you ever start one of those projects you think it's just going to be easy and you're going to breeze through it and no problems, right? Well, certainly isn't what these business card holders is going to be like. So I thought it'd be an easy project, and you know, measurements didn't run out right, or you know, being 5 thou off here, a couple thou off there, next thing you know, we're short on stock. So had to order another piece of 3/4 that should be in today. So I figured, all right, while we're waiting on that, we can go ahead and we'll machine the 2 areas for this to sit on. So I go over to my end mill selection over here, which I've got like 60 freaking 3/4 end mills. Check this drawer. Well, let me check the right drawer. So I check this drawer, 2 flute, 4 flutes, even a funky one that's been turned into kind of like a drill mill. And nope, go down here. All my other 3/4. So I got roughers here. I got nice long 2 fluters, cobalt, tin coated, everything but a ball end mill. So go figure. So I had to order a ball end mill. That's supposed to be in today too. So hopefully we can actually get back on this project. We'll get over to the milling machine and actually get some milling done. But just figured I'd let you know some of my frustrations